Hello and welcome to Chuusotsu 1.5th Graduation The Moving Castle. I'm Lynx. And we are continuing with a flashback, it seems like. So let us get to it. I'm tired, but let us get to it. She had been enchanted by manga since she was little. She was a shy, timid child who stayed out of trouble and was loved by both parents. But other than that, there was nothing of particular note about her. Are we talking about our new encounter in the game? She had average grades, adequate social skills, and a clean bill of health. I mean, definitely not Arue then, unfortunately. It would only make sense for her to receive a perfectly normal and mundane seal. There wasn't a single thing she excelled at. A barely noticeable extra called Futakoto Monami, seamlessly melting into a bland canvas with no bodies. And that was exactly why she found herself fascinated by the manga. She'd flip open a page and be met with fantastical, extraordinary worlds. Heroes fighting evil, miraculous love stories, comrades willing to put their lives on the line for the others. Things she could have never hoped to experience in her boring everyday life. And so it was love at first sight. And from that moment on, she couldn't imagine her life without manga. Wanting to become an artist felt like a natural progression of that. The university she ended up attending was pretty average as well. She hadn't received an above average seal in her life. And she figured it'd be pointless for an ordinary person like her to try and earn one. Simply allowing time to pass, without any desire to change the status quo, Futakoto Monami obeyed the P3 law and accepted her job as a glasses store clerk. The rank of her seal wasn't particularly low. Her superiors were lenient, her customers friendly. There was nothing to complain about besides long working hours. So there is a lot to complain about. However, if asked if this was truly where she belonged, Monami would have been at a loss for an answer. That said, she was entirely too young to simply abandon her seal. She would have had no idea how to even survive without it. Her heart bore the burden of shapeless anxieties and doubts. In that sense, she was no different from every other youth in the world. True. And it was why manga continued to entice her. Drawing pictures made her feel special. Thinking up stories whisked her soul away to a world of endless adventure, far from the mundanity of her daily existence. It's a nice room. Feels kind of empty, like right beside the drawers, right? Little cabinet, and next to it, kinda empty there. Anyway, she would pick up a pen as soon as she got home and pour her true feelings into her manuscript. If she happened to run out of paper, she'd use flyers or napkins. Mr. Minamiko Shigaya was the manga author she respected the most. His work celebrated the human condition, each page oozing with style and passion. Much like Arue, Monami also considered him to be the standard bearer of the craft. Through manga, even a dime a dozen girl like Monami could become someone special. Someone like Mr. Minamiko Shigaya, the very man she idolized. Even as her seal made sure that her abilities remained average, the moment she grabbed hold of a pen, it was almost as if her idol had possessed her. Uncontainable urges. Boundless inspiration. She could hardly sleep from the joy she felt the night she finished her very first manga. Nice. She had no plans to reveal to or have anyone read it. What would have been the point of exposing a world that began and ended with herself? Besides,
平凡な私の漫画は平凡なクオリティに決まってる。
you don't know that.
小さい頃から好きだった趣味を誰かに否定されたら あれがビッグサイト。
Yet in just few months, Monami would show up at the stadium that housed Komiget, more colloquially known as Komiget. You got rid of one letter, come on. Ridiculous. Despite her original reservations, her passion ultimately superseded her fear, and she decided to participate as an artist. She ended up naming her group A More Natural Me. Okay. It came from the syllables of her own name, as a gesture of self-affirmation.
本当にここまで来ちゃった。
She was attending on her own. Seeing no familiar faces filled her with unease. But today was the day when her manga would finally leave its lonely little nest in her room and make its way into the world.
よし。それじゃ。
An individual reaching out to the masses. A lone girl hoping to convey her will to the world. As peculiar as it might be seemed, her situation mirrored Marisugo Arue's own predicament almost perfectly. Not really. Arue was in a tougher situation. Monami was satisfied with just being here and having mastered the courage to show her true self to the world. However, that too would prove short-lived. Yeah, that was loud.
ねえ、あらら。あるえ、どうしちゃったのかな。戻ってきてから、ずっと黙ってるけど。
本が売れないので、五郎の脅威を打開するべく、暗黒魔術集団に念を送っていると、ハララは予想。
Nah, I mean, close enough, but not that.
暗黒？
暗黒魔術。司祭に言えば、ブラックキャンドル、クロッシングインセンス、コウモリの血。他6種の媒体を用いた呪術の儀式準備を同胞は依頼中。
Okay.
ちなみに、このブードゥー由来の呪いは、新月と満月の間の期間に行われる。
That's interesting indeed.
呪われた人はどうなるの？
この術を受けた者は、その煩悩を呪いの炎で焼かれて、死ぬ。
Nice.
勝手に人を悪の黒魔法使いにしないでくれません？
I did not expect such a...
ちょっと、考え事をしてただけですから。何も言えなかった。
I mean, you definitely were surprised there. After the incident, all Arue could do was watch in silence as Monami stuck an earthquake on her hand. She certainly fell for her. Arue thought Monami was a legitimate artist recognized by the government, but that all turned out to be a lie. At the same time, the realization shocked her. Monami did all this despite knowing it was illegal. Granted, Arue knew all too well why someone would be pushed to do something like that.
そうですね。
Oh, I mean, I feel like not the whole thing was voiced. Huh. I love manga, and I work hard to practice so I could put out something that would embarrass me in front of everyone. Anyway.
私は漫画が好きだから、いっぱい練習して、少しでも自分に恥ずかしくないものを作ろうって。
その気持ちはよくわかる。
I don't. I mean, if you enjoy doing something, you will still keep doing that.
世界中の誰からもスルーされることは辛いことだから。お前に価値はないって言われてるみたいだから。だけど、好きなことだからこそ、そ そんなズルをするのは。
Mm-hmm.
二人とも本当にすみません。もう少しだけ席を外してもいいですか？
Hmm.
会場にペンタグラム書きに行く？
Yeah.
ブレインをたわしでゴシゴシしましょうか？わけは後で必ず話しますから。あの人とはこのままで終わっちゃいけないと思うから。
Mm-hmm.
うん。わかったよ。いってらっしゃい。
ありがとうございます。
By the way, she's so not selling any manga in this convent.
じゃあ、アララは恒例の首都調査にでも。
No, 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 no.
ダメ。あららは、
Let's go,
私と
Koiro.
一緒にお留守番だよ。
小色さん、最近手強くなった気がする。
ずっと会いたかった人に、もうすぐ会えるから。成長した私を見てもらわなくちゃ。
The coach is here? No way. Yes. I wanted to meet the coach so much. In front of Monami's booth.
いらっしゃい、アルエさん。さ、またこっちにどうぞ。どうかしました？
あ、いえ、なんでもないです。
It wasn't nothing. Arue thought she'd be turned away on the spot now that she knew Monami's secret. She expected to see Monami down in the dumps.
見てください、アルエさん。新刊も期間も完売したんですよ。イベント参加はまだ2回目ですけど、初めてのことで嬉しいです。
Sure. If anything, she looked cheerful.
やったー。
I don't know, man. You still cheated. Monami gave Arue a wide smile with a celebratory pose. Yet Arue couldn't honestly congratulate her. Yeah, I understand that. How could she smile like that? Arue already knew the answer.
あの時と同じだ。
When the first time leave happened, Arara acted perfectly normal despite having been deeply hurt by Arue. Almost as though all bad blood between them had been washed away in an instant. Was Arara too proud to show her true feelings? No. She simply turned her back on reality. Because it wasn't a problem she could solve on her own. And confronting Arue about it carried the risk of deepening Arara's wound.
私も同じ。逃げてばかりで現実を見てなかった。
Mm-hmm.
みんな一緒なんだな。
Mm-hmm. Whether they had a seal or not. Confronting one's inner demons was no easy task.
晴れて完売したことですし、今度はトークもゆっくりできそうです。アルエさん、また南越谷先生の話をしましょう。
Say something. No, I actually have to put effort into my booth without cheating. I'd be an ass in this situation. Yeah. As expected, she avoided the subject. But then it wasn't Arue's place to bring it up either.
放置したくはないけど、これはモナミさんの問題だから。
As for the way I told you.
おしゃべりもいいですけど、せっかくですし、一緒に会場回ってイベントを楽しみませんか？
Woman, you need to sell your own manga. What are you doing?
もし、この場を離れることができたらですけど。
持ってきた本も全部なくなりましたし、大丈夫ですけど。よか
った。それじゃあまず R から回りましょう。ガンコラの島なんですけど、実は朝からずっと気になってたんですよね。
行かないんですね、あなたは。
何か言いましたか？
いいえ。準備をするので少し待っていてください。
How dare you even comment something like that?
おぎゃ、通路に人が固まって。
人気のジャンルですから、この時間でも決戦ができちゃってますね。
Not gonna lie, at this stage, I kinda not a fan of Monami, that's for sure.
決戦
通路で人がいっぱいになって前にも後ろにも進めなくなるような状態です。ほらあそこ。
Myth. Stop pushing! The congested corridor echoed with mud and screams. Warning. Getting stuck in a gutter clogged during a summer event may have lethal consequences. So I heard.
なるほど。
Artists working on popular genres tended to have more stars on their seals. It was an area with constant influx of customers. As a result, you could only ever move forward at a snail's pace.
死なばもろとも。
アルエさん。
これ同人誌買うってレベルじゃない。
Mm-hmm.
皆さん事前にサブルチェックをして決め打ちで買い物をしますから。
Hmm.
なるほど。あ、ここの本絵柄が可愛い。
ペホニャ
And she got carried by the crowd.
ー。アルエさん。
That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious.
立ち止まることすらできなかった。
ドンマイです。慣れればタイミングやコツをつかめますよ。
ですね。リベンジさせてください。
もちろん何度でもお付き合いします。大丈夫ですか？爆発コントのオチみたいになってますけど。
押し合いへし合いもきついですけど、ぬらっとしたものが腕を撫でていく感触が。
Mhm.
ああ、オタクジェルですね。
A freaking what?
何ですかそれ。
Are you talking about sweat? You're talking about sweat, aren't you?
世の中には知らない方がいいこともあります。
She's talking about sweat.
教えてくださいよ。
世の中には知らない方がいいこともあります。
Mm-hmm.
同じことしか言わなくなった。これお兄ちゃんのゲームで見た。何度話しかけても無駄なやつだ。
Hmm. But what in the world was otaku gel? It was a special kind of liquid coating that oozed from underneath the skin of otaku as a result of excessive physical exertion in high humidity environments. It contained a huge amount of otaku pheromones, and for it varied in potency between individuals. It generally functioned to repel enemies. More like people in general. The bastards that were after the same books, for example. No, it's people in general.
まあ、オタクに限らず誰でもリキッド人間と化してしまうんですけどね。
Sadly.
夏イベでは。
つまりただの汗なんじゃ。
Yeah. Correct.
やっとゲットできた。
アルエさん、汗だくになってますよ。
Oof.
軍事評論家ぶった FPS ゲーマーがリアル戦場に放り込まれた気分です。
Mm.
完全に想像以上でした。
Very specific.
人気の衰えないガンコラージュですからね。それで戦利品の方は？
Gun collage. I still don't know. Wait. I think gun collage was mentioned earlier. I still don't know what this is referring to. What's a gun something? Manga. There's gotta be something. I need to check. Very quickly. It would be very quick if the browser would also like to work very quick, but you know how it is sometimes. Especially in moments when you need it. Gun X. Is it referring to gun? Technically I should not be saying the X, but whatever. A gun sword. I have not seen that. From 2005. Ooh. Carmen 99 seems hot. Huh. Maybe it's that. Maybe not.
実は中身も見ないまま買っちゃったんですよね。まあ可愛らしい絵柄に惹かれたので、内容が多少好みでなくても。
I mean, hey. The books have covers for a reason. To judge by the covers. That's right. That's why you judge people as well. That's, I mean, this is a Doujin convent, so... Like, why are you surprised about that?
どうしました？スクミズランドセルの幼女さんが巨大なイカの塩辛に。
On to the next one.
ちょっと見せてもらえます？
Yeah, there is a slimy dog thrashing around in my sanctuary. You, I will be able to eat squid ever again. No, he's watching me. This isn't me. This isn't me. This has to be a nightmare. Oh.
こういう本でしたか。
Yeah, I mean, it was kinda obvious from her description already.
めんこいな音がキャワユスな本かと思ったら2ページ目から知性ゼロのセリフ群が飛び出て。
お品書きや表紙の18金マークにも気づかなかったんですね。まあ、あの決戦の中じゃ仕方ないですけど。
Oh yeah, given the fact that this is a Doujin, you know what? Never mind.
ドエリアもん買ってしまったがや。私まだ15なのに死刑になっちゃう。
Yeah, I didn't want to mention that, but now that I think about it, if this is a Doujin convent, should she really be allowed to enter there? Because of that reason.
さすがに思い詰めすぎかと思いますけど。とりあえず素直に返しに行って謝った方がいいですね。サークル側に迷惑もかけちゃいますし、向こうも確認できる状況じゃなかったんでしょう。
ってことは
戦場へゴーです。お疲れ様でした。
Achievement unlocked. Accidental one. Saved Arue from... God damn it. From becoming a criminal. But... What? No. She wouldn't become a criminal. It's the people who are selling stuff that would.
危うく二次元恐怖症になるところでした。
Nah, that's not true. Come on, Arue, don't lie.
ジャンルに規制なしですよ。
No. No, they aren't.
わかってますけど、広大な麦畑に抱かれて育ったイノセントヒューマンには刺激が強すぎます。
同じ二次元ナードでも男性と女性では価値観が違うって言いますしね。
True.
ガールズナードは繊細な心情描写を好むってやつですか？
もちろん一般論であって一概には言い切れないですけど。
ということは女性でもああいった特殊性癖を持つ方はい
ます。
They are in a very weird stuff, to be quiet for as well. Like furries, yeah.
というか堂々としてればいいんです。
That's sick.
戒律の厳しい宗教に無理やり入信させられない限り好きなものを好きに読めばいいんです。
I mean, the example that was mentioned earlier, this is a weird cult already, so yeah.
モナミさんもそういうのあったりするんですか？
Oh boy. I don't want to know. She averted her eyes.
趣味思考は人それぞれであり、各々が自由に楽しむべきだと思います。
I mean, there are limits. Some things should not be liked.
けど同じ質問することは金輪際。
Simply said, you are ashamed, aren't you?
深い闇を感じる。
She's ashamed.
気を取り直して次行きましょ
折れませんね。
う。右を見ても左を見ても二次元だらけですからね。今私はここが自分のいるべき世界なんだって思ってます。 大げさかもしれませんけど。
私も。
Hmm.
次は私の行きたいところでもいいですか？
Sure.
J はアンピースですね。
私の目的は J の端の方なんです。
And so they continued on. The congestion started to clear up a little. The further they went, the thinner the crowd became until there was barely anyone left. Where are we going exactly?
到着です。と言っても全部で2サークルしかありませんけど。
And what's there?
このジャンルって。
What genre?
アルエさんと初めてドラの花で会った時、私が手に取ろうとした。
The very thing that made their hands touch that day and essentially kickstarted the relationship. The same genre Arue ridiculed for its low popularity.
あの時の発言なら気にしないでください。本当に零細ジャンルですから。
Yeah. Oh, Miss Futakoto, pardon me, you're here as Miss Mona, the artist. As always, greatly appreciate your support.
お疲れ様です。崖っぷち先生。
You're here for the latest issue, right? I should have brought it over when we exchanged greetings. I'm really sorry, Miss Mona.
お気になさらないでください。お互い一人での参加ですし、あと先生もやめてください。若輩者ですから。
All habits die hard for. She a friend of yours?
私もサークルで参加しているものです。一応。
I see. It must be difficult starting out without a seal. As you can see, I'm not doing to a leader. He gestured a pile of a seemingly untouched Doujin. The seal on his right hand indicated that he worked at a freight company. It's a hard pill to swallow, but the truth is, you won't get far in the business without the Doujin artist seal.
崖っぷち先生はこの道30年の大ベテランなんですよ。
Damn. I've only sold about 50 issues over all that time for. And at least half of them to Miss Futakoto here. A middle-aged woman joined the conversation. A house face seal glimmered on her hand.
アンチョビ先生、お疲れ様です。
Damn. You weren't even born yet when the original Galaxy Detective Japan was airing, right?
父が好きでその影響なんですよ。特に第25話でジャバンが変身できなくなるシーンあるじゃないですか。あのピンチから逆転するシーンが大好きで、それから今に至るまで。
Right. Oh, that's the bit where the girl he saved in the episode 11 comes into play again. Yeah, I love that part too. Fun fact, the scriptwriter, Mr. Sarvatari, did the exact same thing in one of his later shows called Shoribanen. Arue couldn't keep up. Just couldn't. She didn't know the original, okay? As for Nami, she was too good up in the conversation to not scare. Arue had been left behind with nothing to do. But she didn't feel uncomfortable. It was true that the popularity paled in comparison to mainstream groups. But there were fans who came over to see them even decades after the show's original run. Theirs was a lasting and unchanging love that outsiders had no right to ridicule. Well, it seemed like a normal show, so yeah, they're correct. Arue might have been out of the loop, but she felt there was certainly value in witnessing that kind of passion from up close. Oh, sure, you have no idea what we're talking about, do you? I didn't mean to get sidetracked like that. Here you go, 2 copies of my latest work. You don't need to pay. Oh, and feel free to just throw it away if they don't appeal to you. No use wasting precious space. Ho 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 ho.
ダメです。そんなちゃんとお金は払います。
代金は私が持ちますよ。はい、お二人から新刊2部ずつ2000マニー。
Oh, we're just sponsoring them at all. So money's not really a concern.
それを言うならこうして新刊を出し続けてくれるだけで私も感謝してるんです。あ、そうだ、お二人にこれを。
Oh, your new manga, and just as well made as always, I see. I've noticed you've changed your job to a Doujin artist. No wonder your techniques improved.
恐縮です。
Sure she did. The guilt is tripping you, isn't it?
すみません、私の買い物にまで付き合ってもらっちゃって。
いえいえ、ずうずうしく誘ったのは私ですから。それよりお二方、すごい熱量でしたね。夜中に食べるビッグマックぐらいのエネルギー量を感じました。
So, like, you get zero? How could you get energy from that? Come on. No. From them I understand, because they're passionate. You would get that energy from them. But from a Big Mac? No.
あの人たちにとっての同人活動は
ライフワーク？
人生を通して続けていく自分らしさの表現とでも言いましょうか。
In a way, as should be.
そのエネルギー源はもちろん原作への愛ですね。
That's right です。
That's right. Monmi's smile was bright and cheerful, which was precisely why it made Arue feel so uneasy. Monami's passion rivaled that of the other two, but she resorted to cheating.
一つ聞いてもいいですか？
はい。
モナミさんはどうしてジャパンを書かないんですか？あの二人と同じくらい好きなんですよね。
それは書いてましたよ、去年の冬までは。でも私はもうジャンル移動をしたから。
A brief silence ensued. Then Moni suddenly raised her face.
それよりアルエさん。
はい。
ここに見せたいものが。はい。これ何だと思いますか？
同人誌。ジャンルはオリジナルですか？
正解です。とってもレアな本で私のバイブルなんです。読んでみてください。
What's that? Arue took the volume from Monami. It was pretty thick for a doujinshi, over 100 pages. The cover looked fairly elaborate. The art style was unorthodox, but it gave off the impression of a work made with care. And it wasn't just the cover. The unusual characters, a sword fight that immediately went off the panels, the needlessly detailed backgrounds, every single stroke exuded the creator's passion.
なんていうか、全体的に濃い、こってり背脂ちゃっちゃ系の同人誌ですね。でもこれ面白いです。ちょっと今から黙っててもいいですか？
ごゆるりと。
Is it okay if I shut up? Arue was absorbed. Her fingers slowly turned the pages. She soon found herself completely immersed in the world of the manga, muting out all the sounds around her. It felt like being at the bottom of the ocean. The ocean floor itself was the storyline, and she was about to get crushed by the pressure of the author's raw creative energies. It left Arue utterly speechless. By the time she was finished, her forehead was glistening with sweat.
すごい。まるで命を削り出して書いたみたい。
アルエさん、同人誌は奥付けまで読まないと。
あ、すみません。って何この後書き。
The entire page was filled from top to bottom with writing. It described certain details of the setting the reader might not have gleaned from the story alone, as well as scenes the creator had to abbreviate due to time constraints. The script kept getting smaller and smaller the closer they got to the bottom, as the writer obviously grew conscious of running out of space. It kept shrinking until you could no longer read it with the naked eye. Arue pulled up the magnifier up on her phone to be able to see the rest of the writing. The text at the very bottom read, I can do better than this.
何これ、鳥肌が。
フリップフラッパーズ。後に同人史上最大の偉業を成し遂げた伝説のサークル。
処女作？これが？うわぁ。しかもこの本が出たのって今から50年も前じゃないですか。
50? Damn.
まさに名作ですよね。時を超えて現代の人にも感動を与えるなんて。でも本当にすごいのは作者の来歴。
What do you mean?
その本を出した当時、作者は無印だったそうですよ。
私と同じ。
ある時、突然同人会から姿を消すまではですけどね。
Huh. I mean, 50 years, so Manumi sounded a meaningful chuckle. An expression of superiority common to those explaining their niche. Heather knew better than to ask what it meant.
モナミさんはずっと前から信者なんですよね。羨ましいな。私ももっと早く出会えてればよかったのに。
そのセリフが聞けて、信者的にはうっとり尊いものです。
同人イベントに参加したのも、この人みたいになりたいって気持ちもあったんじゃないですか？
It was an innocent enough remark, but made Monami's face cloud over.
そうですね。
I don't know why she would cloud over, but whatever. Weird.
フリップフラッパーズは私の憧れです。片思い歴10年目です。本当に私の人生を変えてくれた大切な。
She mastered a weak smile. The fake positivity fueled by her willful ignorance of reality vanished without a trace. With that, Arue hoped she would finally be able to face herself and her sins.
バーニ
Huh? Her soul lit up in flames.
ーン。いつか私もこんなすごい漫画を描いてみせます。
はい、アルエさんならきっと。
モナミさんもですよ。
Yeah. God damn it. Arue chuckled and cocked her head.
そろそろ戻らなきゃ。モナミさん、楽しかったです。
はい。マリス川千佳先生、どうか後悔しないで。私みたいに。
She won't.
ただいま帰りました。
おかえり、アルエ。
任せっきりですいません。
Where's the coach?
それは気にしないでいいけど。ごめんね。アルエが留守の間も。
それこそ気を使わないでください。それよりお嬢さん何かご立腹でいらっしゃる？
別に。
アルエがメガネの女の子と楽しそうにしてるの見かけて拗ねちゃってるんだ。
Yeah.
アルエが他の子に取られちゃったって思ってるんだよ。
その認識は不可解。あららはただ同胞の怠慢に対し遺憾の念を隠せないだけ。マジックアイテムを白すらしに行ったはずなのに遊びほうけるなどと。
Yeah.
なんで全ての行動が冒険と直結するんですか？あなたの思考は。
Why not?
同胞はあららとの約束を未だ果たさぬまま他のガールにうつつを抜かしている。これは明らかなサボタージュ。
いや、なんかすいません。
ダメ。帰宅直後より黒の詩を精読する。これは義務。
Yeah. Good, Arara. Keep it up.
なぜ笑う？これはあららの尊厳をかけた聖戦。
ごめんね。でも なんだかようやくいつも通りに戻れた気がして。
こんな感じでしたっけ？いつも通りって。
Yeah.
万物は流転するだよ、きっと。
中卒らしからぬワードを吐いた。
私も人から教わった言葉だから。この世界のあらゆる物事は常に変化していくものなんだ。
I mean, right now it's for the worse in a lot of countries.
だから、たとえ今日という日が昨日と違っていても、私たちが日常って感じれば、それは日常なんじゃないかな。それはきっと、これからもずっと。
小色さん、自分で言ってて意味わかります？
Of course. Not.
わかんない。
あららも同じく。
Chuusotsu only use their brains for one thing, having fun. However.
なるほど。確かに日常だ。
It was fine this way.
ですね、ようやく同時イベントの楽しみ方が分かってきました。なんていうか、人それぞれのペースがあっていいんだなって。
あららはつまらない。人多すぎだし、かえってコーラ飲みたい。
Yeah.
全否定？
Yeah.
でも、黒の書を書いている間はまあまあだった。自費出版とはいえ、著書を残すというのはなかなかやりがいがある。
Makes sense.
そういうことなら、作ることに意義を見出すのもありですし。
私も楽しいよ。
小色さんはどこに楽しみを見出します？
まだ内緒だよ。
What do you mean? Come on! She held something to her chest that looked like a notebook.
それは後で教えてもらえるんですか？
The answer is no.
後でね。けど、それにはもう一回、外から会場を見ておかなきゃ。
外周部分から建物を見上げられたと記憶。
了解。それじゃあ、すぐ戻ってくるね。
Claire headed straight for the exit.
それにしても、ララちゃんは小色さんのことを何だと思ってるんですか？言い方が不遜すぎますよ。
小色さんはあららの子分だから、立場を示すために心にオーガを宿さねばならないのです。
I mean, in a way.
小色さんもピュアで人がいいからな。
Yeah. The three girls' relationship had already solidified, and there was no point trying to change it.
それにしても、まあ、盛大に売れ残っちゃいましたね。
同胞が調子こいて500部もするから。
Yeah.
賞賛に耐性がないばかりに。
For sure.
まあ、でも気にしても仕方ありません。いざとなったら価格を 90% オフにすれば一部くらいは売れますよ。それで変態事変は終幕です。
変態インシデント。
500マニーの 90% オフっておいくら？
50? Pulled out calculator, but has no idea what formula to use.
同胞が石化した。というか、朝の銭ゲバモードから随分な変わりように見える。
なんか急にどうでもよくなっちゃいまして。
現実逃避？
まさか現実を受け入れた上でのオプティミズムです。周りを見てくださいな、ララちゃん。
周りといってもバハラテイストの萌えにあふれるばかりでコメントが浮かばない。
それですよ、それ。
I don't know if all of it is moeful.
はあ？
ララちゃんは興味ナースインでも私にとってはエルドラドなんです。ここは。
Nice comparison in a way.
想像してみてください。もしここにいる数えきれない人たちがみんな世界の救済を目指す同胞だったら、その人たちが自らの研究を持ち寄って何千という論文を一堂に集めるイベントだったら、
she'd love that.
はあ、興奮のあまり大量のミミジが出て死ぬ。
私にとって今日はそういう日なんです。
ごめんなさい。それを想像できないで、同胞の晴れの日に勝手に本を作っちゃった。
Nah, you didn't.
ああ、いいんですよ。それがあなたのライフワークでしょうから。シュンとしちゃって。そうしてると本当に可愛いですね。
Oh boy, she's about to explode from embarrassment. Arue patted at her head.
とにかく、
Oh,
なん
she
とな
didn't
く
explode?
掴みかけた気がするんです。
Totally thought that would trigger explosion. What's really important? But before she could finish announcing her revelation.
だあ、ちょっといいかしら。
Who's that? Who's that? She cute.
はい、なんでしょう。
あなたの本を読ませてもらってもいいかと聞いているのだけど。
私の？
そう、あなたの。
Hello.
はい、どうぞ。
Red Hood arrived. Is she the one who will save her? Arue somehow managed to stumble her way through the conversation. Damn! Instead of the black reward, the one picked up Arue's manga and began flipping through its pages. Yeah.
知らない人が目の前で私の漫画読んでる。
Yes.
序盤を読んでうなずいて、知らない人が顔を上げて。
Alright, stop. My ears are hurting.
気に入ったわ。一部いただこうかしら。
購入を決めた。
The sheer tension of the moment made Arue's inner fighting game tournament commentator sleep out.
しかも全部声に出ていた現実を今の同胞は知る由もない。
Yeah.
せっかく本を気に入ってくださった神の前でなんたる正体を。
ドンウォーリーよ。それよりおいくらかしら。
Here we go again.
500万人ね。安いわ。
聞き取れてる？
The woman scanned her micro wallet and just like that, 500 monies were instantly wired to Arue's account. Her first Doujin. Her first reader outside of her personal circle. Arue was overwhelmed by emotion. The woman turned around and melted back in the crowd of visitors, her cape dancing in the air. But just before But just before she could completely disappear from sight.
何かしら。
Arue wondered if it'd be rude to ask this question from someone who not only bothered to check her workout but even ended up liking it, yet even in spite of that, she simply had to know.
お姉さんはシールによる品質保証を気にしないんですか？見ての通り私には。
あら、何かと思えばそんなこと。第三者の価値観に意志を左右されるほどつまらないことはないわ。
So true. So true!
私の気に入ったものが世界最高の品に決まっているもの。
Yes!
それにあなたの叫びが気に入ったのよ。
え？
だから今日は最初からあなたを目当てにしてきたの。もっとも作品のクオリティは予想外だったけれど。
ツイーター、叫びってツイーターのことだよね。
Arue only had 10 followers. And even there, she was hesitant to advertise her work too much. But if it still ended up reaching someone.
お名前だけでも。
ジェーン・ルー。別に覚えなくていいわ。じゃ、またね。
はい、ツイッターで。
実力で勝ち取りましたな。同胞何を方針して。
Alright, let's sell the rest. Squeeze!
私の漫画好きになってくれる人がいました。これって歴史的快挙じゃないですか。
同胞悔しい。
すみません。けど。
Arue was entirely too ecstatic to pay attention to the world around her. If she were a dog, she would have certainly lost control of her bladder. What a weird sentence.
ただいま。
おかえりなさい、小色さん。聞いてください。あのですね。
落ち着いて、アルエ。
ついさっき私の漫画を買ってくれた方がいて。
I don't know why, whatever. Why there's no voice again? I'm glad to hear that. I'm really happy for you.
何を涙ぐんでいる。同胞の快進撃は始まったばかり。
そうだね。ごめん。それで、どんな人が？
Don't tell me that was the coach. Holy crap. What do you think? A move clonical, obviously.
ゴロさん。
貴様が噂の変態王子か。
I'm coming around. My book sold out just now, so I figured I'd come over to see how you were doing. But again, we only printed a measly 10,000 copies, so what am I even bragging about, right?
即刻退去を希望。単純に目障り。
I made that's quite a way to greet someone. Is this full mouth the whim here to attract customers? I can see why your customer would be seriously local if that's the case.
あのね、
Hey,
言っていいことと悪いことってあると思うんだ。
kick his ass, yes. Her looks could kill. Goro promptly shoved behind one of his burly bodyguards. Listen here, walk in, turtleneck sweater advertisement. Look over there. He lifted his chin to gesture toward a group of men in suits. Some of them were close to 3 meters in height. Free? What? Their bulging muscles threatened to rip their suits to shreds. They were all standing sideways to show their enormous chests. Sounds more like bodybuilders, that so... Yeah, she'll manage to defeat them. Those guys are super tough, hard muscle basically. They're tough as nails. You try something funny and they'll be here in a split second. Oh, and this man who has ascended the pinnacle of otakudom. I too possess the fabled Nerda, capable of seeing through all concealed powers. You and that peepsqueak over there, you do hiding something quite unusual, aren't ya? In other words, that kind of chuny bullshit won't work on me. Tough luck, Sunny. No ceiling, no cute bodyguards for you today.
人の友達を用心棒って。あなた、本気で怒りますよ。
Oh, I'm gonna wait myself. Yeah, I can believe that.
一部売れたの、あなたも知ってるんでしょ？勝負は私の勝ちですから、煽るのはやめてください。あと、
You're right, the winner takes all, as they say.
なれば敗者は去る。
Not yet, I came here to make a deal.
何？
From the looks of things, it's like you'll end up with a founder of hustle books. Honestly, and a girl like you just isn't good enough to run a doji shop. As somebody in the same business, it really pays me to see this. It really does. But worry not, I'm offering to buy every single unsold copy you have. In exchange, you have become as 1-to-1 scale figure in my room.
嫌に決まってるじゃないですか。
I won't do anything barbaric, mind you. My work deals only with themes of pure love. You see, I simply need you to model for me. A pretty good deal, all in all, do you think? No. Hey, why aren't my bodyguards moving?
そいつらは今、人間トーテムポールと化している。
Let's go, Arara. Yo, your skills advanced further. You were able to control only 2, now it's 4. The little girl, she did something! Hey, call my mother staff! Sir, I would advise against doing anything hasty. HQ's preparations are still underway. Yeah!
工作
That's not your goddamn business!
へいへいピーちゃんビビってる
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Anyway, are you going to accept my deal or not?
考えるまでもなく断るに決まってるじゃないですか。
Fine! To think you'd refuse my well-meaning invitation, I was foolish to expect anything from an unmarked. With that, he picked up Arue's manga. Look at this curvy, outdated technique, and the girls aren't appealing in the slightest. It bugs my mind just imagining how much time a Chuusotsu would have to waste to create trash like this.
お願い。
The truth can hurt, I'm only being honest. You've seen the lines in front of my booth. You know how many people buy my stuff. I can basically sit back and play games all day while the money comes rolling in. And it's all thanks to this top-tier seal I have. Yeah, just that. I know most people hate my guts. I don't need you to tell me, but so what? I'm not planning to change my ways. The fact remains that my manga is top-notch stuff and thousands line up just to get their hands on it. That's just how the world works. Don't you get it? I'm like a tree of money that spreads its roots across the world and keeps pumping out cash. It's what makes entering the Doujin scene worth it. And it's a sweet nectar you will never be able to taste. Your hard work is diddly squat. Even if your manga miraculously turns out to be a masterpiece, you still won't amount to anything in this world without a seal. You'll forever stay on the bottom rank of the ladder. And now who willingly pays for this garbage? Has to be completely brain dead. Arue's manga. The word that came the part of her very soul and had just earned its first fun had been dropped to the floor. Dancing!
ごめん、教官。
Yes, punch him.
約束。守れそうにない。
Yes! A thick, almost visible aura surrounded Korra's body. The very around her began to stir, flipping the pages of the countless manga volumes lining the nearby table. Before things could escalate further, someone blocked Korra's field of vision. It was Arue.
五郎さん、あなたは漫画が好きですか？
Hey!
漫画の続きが気になって授業中上の空になったことがありますか？大好きな漫画が最終回を迎えて心が空っぽになったことは？お気に入りのキャラのセリフを覚えて真似したことは？
I'd be more satisfied if he got punched in the face, to be honest. No! I'm only concerned with what's popular and how I can turn that popularity into money.
もう一度聞きます。あなたは本当に漫画が好きですか？
Are we done playing 20 questions? You know what a full cock for someone without an academic background or employment history. Sir, it's about time. Oh, already. These brats are so dumb it took forever to explain anything. By then, I'd up will meet again, trying not to crash and burn too hard, okay? Goro left, hugging the shoulder of his female bodyguard. But soon enough, the woman turned on her own. I'll wire the price of your book as well as a reciprocal inconvenience fee.
結構ですから。
Think of it as a gesture of goodwill. I do sympathize with you, but this is my job. She left. Letters and numbers spelling out 5,000 monies appeared on the screen. It was exactly 10 copies the amount Arue had earned by sending a copy of her manga. Yet not a fiber of her being could find this turn of events pleasant. Just a few minutes ago, Arue was on cloud 9, but that all changed in an instant. And without the culprit acknowledging the damage he'd done, all that remained was a feeling of aimless disappointment. It wasn't even frustration. It was more like emptiness.
これが中卒の現実ですもんね。
It didn't even have to be a Doujin world. No matter where they went, Chuusotsu would always be met with disdain and mockery, like a particularly stubborn stain on the fabric of society.
本当にそれだけ？
どこへ？
お金返しに行ってきます。こんなの受け取りたくもないし。
あらら、ここは私が見とくから。ついて行ってあげて。
小色さんは？
Kuro shook her head.
私バカだから。アルエが止めてくれなかったら きっと。
Punch him in the face, that would be great.
じゃあ、あららだけ行こっと。
Hey. Arara balled her bandaged hand into her fist, and straightened her back without so much as giving Arue a parting glance. Hey. You don't need to refund it. Refund it. In front of 175's booth. As Gori himself was absent, Arue had to deal with one of their other members.
でもそれじゃあ私も困ります。
Hey, come on! Can someone do something about this girl? The person dealing with Arue made an apologetic smile and simply shrugged. Everyone she approached would shake her head or hold their hands up in protest. One could easily perceive a hint of mockery in their mannerisms. Arue unconsciously took half a step back. Seriously, folk, can't you see we're busy packing? It'd be nice if you didn't add to our workload.
私は
Their unwillingness to help made Arue choke on her own words. One group member interpreted it as stammering and looked at Arue with a mean-spirited smile. It reminded Arue of how her classmates used to mimic her mannerisms to mock her. Do you have anything else to say? She dropped her a question on her way in bold tone. The other sales girls who had been busy packing also turned their gazes towards Arue. Just how loud was her voice? Arue felt like her legs had turned to jelly. However, she mustered the strength to stay on her feet. She would not yield, not here.
わかりました。それじゃあ五郎さんと一緒にいた女の人がどこにいるかだけでも。
Hey, stop goofing around over there. Help me pack these boxes. Right away, with pleasure.
取り合ってすらもらえないなんて。
With no other options left, Arue was about to leave when...
悪の根城を発見。直ちに聴衆に入る。
Hmm?
ララちゃん、そちら様は
A humongous man towered above the girls. From up close, Arue could even spot something that was probably a firearm dangling from his belt.
同胞の尊厳を踏みにじる行為をジャッジメントすべく、体制側を味方につけた次第。
Yeah. I ally myself with no one.
はあ
I live only to serve the general.
犬畜生めが。まあいい。こちら側の事情はすでに話した通り。あとはキャツらの言い分を聞き、公正な判断を。
This does not match any entries in the rulebook.
何
I possess no authority to arrest anyone as long as none of the actions infringe on the decrees that in the rulebook, even address trouble between the participants.
何を言っているのか理解不能。奴らのボスは同胞を不当に貶めた。あちらに非があるのは自明であり、だから調子を急げと言っている。
This does not match any entries in the rulebook.
そのルールブックとやらを見せる。
This does not match any entries in the rulebook.
同じ言葉を繰り返すのを即刻やめる。
This does not match entries in the rulebook.
気のせいかな。この人変な感じがする。
There's a lot. And then... Can't she tell we're not even taking her seriously? How dumb do you have to be to question the authority as unmarked?
小賢しい使徒めが操り人形になって生き恥をかくがいい。
Yeah. Ara's eyes gleamed with a demonic light. However, a hand on her shoulder interrupted her spell.
やめましょう。
Ah, Jesus, stop interrupting them!
なぜ止める
Yeah.
なぜって、そんなことして何になるんです？
I mean, it will be satisfying.
ちょっとスカッとする。
Yeah!
そうかも。
返金に応じさせることももち楽勝。
Yeah.
確かにムカつくし、それもいいかも。
Yeah! Using special skills on third parties freezes up on the rules laid out in the rulebook. Are you willfully committing a felony?
いえいえ、そんなめっそうもない。それじゃあ私たちはこれにて。ほら、ララちゃん、ずらかりますよ。危なかった。
所詮は化け物。人情を理解するには2回くらい転生が足りなかったです。
Yeah.
あの人どうしてララちゃんがスキル持ちだって分かったんだろう。
同胞？
いや、まあ結果オーライだったかもしれないなって。あの場でスカッとしても後になって問題にならないとも限りませんし。
しかしそれでは同胞が中傷されたままです。
私のことはいいんです。まだまだ下手っぴなのは自覚してますし。
しかし許せないこともある。
Yeah. Arare was right. Arue could handle being talked down to, but having her readers insulted sent an intense sharp pain flaring up in her stomach, almost like she just swallowed a rock.
はあ、なんだかな。
The hustle and bustle of the convention was just as lively as ever. Some nerds, all covered in sweat, obviously, continued their hunt for the new Doujin, while others were chatting it up with their friends. But for some reason, Arue alone felt...
なんかつまんないな。さっきまであんなに楽しい気分だったのに。どうして好きなものに囲まれてるのに、それ以外のことで辛い思いをしなきゃいけないんだろう。
People favoring profit over passion. Oh, welcome to today's world as well. Sadly. So many video games, so many movies, so many cartoons. Dude, makes you wish that it will not also infect anime. Sadly, visual novels are infected. Some of them. Anyway, people who use that mindset to feel superior to others. Even the staff members meant to maintain a fun and comfortable environment. Arue couldn't help but view them as detrimental to her enjoyment of the event.
戻りましょう。小色さんが待ってます。
By the time they reached their booth, Arue could feel the weight of the world passing down her shoulders. At the same time, another scout was unfolding just a few booths away.
それどういう意味ですか？
Where? Like I've been saying, I have an urgent favor to ask of you, Miss Monet. Miss brows wrinkled in suspicion. God regarded her with a carefree smile while seating himself in a chair prepared by the woman on her team of bodyguards. What's the option if you could keep this conversation strictly confidential? I was hoping I could convince you to change genders.
それって私にオリジナル以外の漫画を描けってことですか？
Exactly.
嫌ですよ。だいたい今回の本だってシリーズものなんです。ジャンル移動したら続編が出せなくなっちゃうじゃないですか。
Oh, no, I was talking about your next work. I want to change genders for this event.
今回から言ってる意味がわかりません。今日はもうすでにオリジナルの本を出して完売だってしてるんですよ。
I see, congrats. Anyway, it would be right if I registered current gender as racing.
ですから今回はオリジナルで登録してるんです。今さら変更が効くわけ。
Oh, you need no concern of that. I know some of the staff working here. All it would take is a single phone call.
何が目的でそんなことを？
It's for a secret menu, not in the catalog.
裏メニュー？
The interest for customers are as fickle as the seasons. The government have provided me with the privilege to edge a favorite genre, but I doubt its popularity will last forever. People go from genre to genre with each new game or anime release. They drift about like clouds on a windy day. And so, the only way for Doujin artists to survive this strange world is to put effort into stabilizing the wins of their customers. Like secretly starting to draw manga based on all the hottest new shows.
まさか政府に指定された以外の漫画を描いてるんですか？それ犯罪に当たる行為ですよ。
Yeah. It's a win-win scenario, really. The customers use the secret menu to get what they want, while I enjoy the extra boost to my popularity.
どんな理屈をこねても犯罪は犯罪です。
And that's precisely why I approached you. The job of professional Doujin artists to draw their creative works from genres assigned to them by the government. Why do you think such a profession even exists? It's because the government wants to control all forms of entertainment. I knew it. Every you can think of, they want a slice of that pie.
その発言不敬罪で逮捕されますよ。
Then maybe you should let me finish you for a little bit. Unlike us, who are choosing to control the flow of the demand, those well-professional Doujin artists are free to pick their genres. It goes without saying, but most customers won't even give unproven characters a second glance. They're like pebbles at the side of the road, harmless in their importance. Is this hitting too close to home, Miss Mona, or should I say Futakotomonami? You're not an authorized Doujin artist. That fake of yours, it's convincing enough, I'll give that.
どうして
The most popular artists are given powers to see through that kind of chuny nonsense. It's fun really, the only reason you weren't thrown out by stuff was because the law hasn't quite caught up to the recent criminalization of fakes. Anyway, here's the gist of it. I'll change your current jet racing and announce myself as your close acquaintance. I'll then mark your sites as having been consigned to us. That will make it perfectly legal addition to my secret menu.
けどジャンル選択の自由があっても選択したジャンル以外の本を出したら違法になります。潔白の身になるのは五郎さんだけじゃないですか。
I suppose that's true.
そんな話了解できるはずがありません。
I'm not telling you to do it for free. Oi! Goro flicked his fingers. The female bodyguard placed a aluminum briefcase on the desk. Through its partially open mouth, you could see wads upon wads of bills. I prepared some untraceable cash for you. This is what you're after, aren't ya? You are desperate enough to resort to cheap tricks after all. Manami closed the lid in the briefcase and pushed it away. I see, that's unfortunate. I suppose this leaves me with a choice. I'll have to report the issue of your seal to the authorities. Why so surprised? You know my secret now, and I'm not meant to leave loose ends. Call you whatever you want, but remember only the strong are fit to survive in this world. Sir, we have them on the line. Shall we proceed? Sure, go ahead.
待ってください。
Manami nearly clung to Goro's clothes, trying to stop him. Ah, pathetic. He stood up and looked down Manami with cold eyes. Are you done whimpering like a bitch? Why don't you throw the popular genres?
それは最後の一戦を守りたかったから。
Your matters are all the same. Every public is half of safe for your pride. When it comes to that, you surpass even the cookest of bros. Everything you pop out is complete garbage, and you know it, but you still secretly hope for validation. You make me freaking sick. To us professionals, this is business. There is no telling we may get demoted to has-beens if we don't constantly strive to increase and preserve the stars in our seals. We don't treat this as some kind of game, like your kind does. Actually, you do.
やめて。私たちはそんなんじゃ。
You know I'm right. The fake you were wearing proves it more than anything I could say. I know I went and made you cry. Great. Let's go before I throw up.
モナミさん。アルエさん。
泣き晴らした目をしているようだ。
モナミさん、大丈夫ですか？今、五郎さんが来てたみたいですけど。
Stop saying son. Say shit, Goro shit.
放っておいてください。自業自得ですから。アルエさんには関係ないことです。
Manami had completely closed up her heart. I mean, fair enough, let's leave her, to be honest, like, whatever. And Taro knew she was powerless to get through to her. But did they make it alright to abandon a person in trouble? Arue's resolve through manga was strengthened during that endless looping week, but was it her only takeaway from that adventure? No, it wasn't.
モナミさん、事情を聞かせてもらえませんか？あの人に何か言われたんですよね。もしかしたら何か力になれるかも。
手遅れ。
どうしてそんなことを？
あの日、あの時、私は全てを、自分の夢を。
You did indeed. Love triumphs in the end. Courage and hope carve out the future. Messages that continue to be reinforced in popular songs, movie masterpieces, and even her favorite manga. Messages she believed in without question. Adapting them would have been unimaginable, outright evil. She believed that the amount of love and passion she poured into manga would naturally pay off. The countless coming and going before her eyes were like worker bees bringing honey to the castle of their queen. Sorry. Some of them looked desperate. Some of them wore joyful smiles. They came and went one after the other. Here she was at Komiget, the site of her very first venture. Also adventure, kind of. Everyone said was positively drunk on excitement. And why wouldn't they be? The day they waited for with bated breath had finally arrived. Children or adults, men or women, it made no difference here. Everyone had an equal shot at an entertainment. They'd all showed the struggles of their everyday lives to the back of their minds, at least for this one day. And indeed, that was precisely why. Some people would fail to find their place here. A place of equal opportunity would attract those who face inequality and discrimination in life. It sounded like a contradiction, but at the same time it was also the natural order of things. In a case, those affected couldn't help but find the whole ordeal unfair. There was nothing they could do about it, for indeed, nothing could be done about it. No one knew them. No one was interested in their struggles. Was it because they were unmarked? No. Everyone came here looking for entertainment and a good time. People had better things to do than listen to someone else's complaints. Having your work purchased out of pity brought little respite. She knew this all too well. But, nevertheless,
一部も売れないや。
the space she'd been given was 120 centimeters wide, and it was all covered up with copies of a single Doujin. It was 2:30 p.m. The situation hadn't changed this morning. Only an hour and 30 minutes remained until the event ended. It had been 166,536 hours and 30 minutes that she'd been in love with manga. Who the hell counts like that? Like what? The number of people that stopped in front of her booth was 0. Would she be able to retain her affection for manga after this? She wasn't sure. Would she be able to pick up the pen and give herself over to passion like she always did once she got home from work? She wasn't sure. Working on a manuscript allowed her to temporarily become the creator she'd always aspired to be. But in reality, she'd always remained the same old Futakoto Monami, dull and uninteresting. How much more time do we have?
About 30 minutes until closing. You might want to start looking for stragglers.
There were fewer and fewer people walking around. The mood was starting to resemble that of an after party. It happened in that moment. A young man stopped in front of her. He was carrying 2 paperbacks stuffed so full they could pop at any second. Excuse me. Manami froze in place. A customer. Her first one. This was her first and likely last chance to sell anything. The words stuck in her throat. Her face flushed crimson. Calm down, Monami. Hadn't she practiced for this? Back in her room, in front of the mirror, over and over again. To be fair, makes sense, kind of. I mean, otaku don't interact with people. They would be, have troubles interacting, right? Sounds like it. She frantically bowed her head. Manami had never been this desperate in her entire life. She couldn't see the face of the person. Perhaps her reaction creeped him out and he was already on his way to another booth. A timid introduction. Did she mess up? Manami slowly raised her head. The man awkwardly scratched his nose. Is this the P12B booth? I kinda got lost after dropping my mouth in the cloth. Is this that one? This was the neighboring booth, 13A. Excuse me, P12B is over here.
Oh, I missed you by one.
Okay.
Yeah, now to look at it, the gender is completely different.
He glanced at Manumi's manga. The outdated and obsolete Galaxy Policeman Japan. He didn't seem familiar with series and promptly moved over to the other booth without leaving so much as passing comment.
I'm really sorry, but our new issue is already sold out.
Oh man, I should have known. They're commissioning those to third parties for right.
You should be able to find a copy at Dora no Hana.
Thanks, I'll pick it up for sure. I saw on Twitter how you've been given 2 more stars, so I'm kind of betting on you as the next big thing.
Wow, really? Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a curiosity for when exactly did you run out of copies?
This is our final announcement. The 126 Comic-Get is officially over. Thank you for participation and please take care on your way home. And get a shower, goddammit!
驚いたなあ。本当に一部も売れないなんて。面白いのにな。
Everyone was equal under the laws of the People's World's Federation. Not true. But that didn't mean everyone got what they wanted. It was no more than a forced concept built around the existence of seals. Even still, manga possessed the kind of magic that made people lose sight of what should otherwise be common sense. Monami herself had been under its spell since childhood, which made her to crave something beyond her stature.
I'm not looking for praise.
I just want someone to know the extent of my passion. Even now, after reality had slapped her in the face, she still wouldn't give up. There was only one thing to do.
そう。しょうがないんだ。
Yeah, so you tell yourself. What a bullshit.
If the authorities find out about this, losing your seal will be the least of your worries. Your whole life's gonna be in shambles. I can't see a woman lasting too long in a place like that. It's like a cave with no sunlight where all you do is work. Work and work some more. It ain't no place for humans to live, that's for sure.
Hesitation. But only for a moment. After all, she had no other choice left.
私には譲れないものがあるから。
Yeah, you've done a stupid thing.
このままじゃあっちに送られなくてもダメになっちゃうから。
Ridiculous behavior.
これ代金です。
Fakes. Officially unrecognized clusters of nanomachines that looked indistinguishable from government-issued seals.
They're practically toys that had no effect by themselves despite looking like the real thing. All they did was emit a light. Monami knew that using them would be against the law. Faking one seal was a grave offense. But she couldn't hold back down. It was path she determined to follow, legality be damned. She was well aware of how foolish it was. I mean, clearly she wasn't. But she was prepared to handle any kind of criticism and scorn. Okay, so you're not able to handle the fact that nobody bought your manga, but you're able to handle this? Like, come on, it's basically the same thing. Ridiculous.
自分の漫画を誰かに読んでほしい。
And to be fair, just because someone bought it doesn't mean they will read it. Come on.
誰かに知っていてほしいんだ。
Am I going
私
too
が
far?
ここにい
Maybe.
ることを。
But she's annoying. Not gonna lie.
And so she wants to get made the journey to Big Sight.
Apparently, an unmarked girl she met the other day would be participating in Moon's Creation 84. Her name was Marisuko Arue. And Chuusotsu aspired to be a manga artist. A reckless, incompetent young girl wanting to bite off more than she could chew, all the while dressing it up with outdated words like dreams and passion. Her ambitious voyage was destined to end in shipwreck. The trauma might even make her dread the very sight of manga. But if she were to continue drawing despite all of that,
願わくば私と同じ道を歩むことだけは。よし行こう。もう 後戻りはできない。手遅れなんです。それは今に始まったことじゃなくって、
Yeah.
きっと立場もわきまえずに高望みをした時点で。
Okay, stop bullshitting. It's not like fate freaking led you to getting that freaking fake. It's you yourself who's done that.
叶わない夢を捨てられなかった時点で、
Bullshit.
私みたいに平凡な女が大それた鶴なんて企んだ時点で。
Yep. Now you've said the truth.
全部
Yeah.
手遅れだったんです。
Arue didn't say a thing. Or rather, she couldn't find the right words. Losing her seal made her realize that the success stories seen in manga were all exaggerated. The outside world was far more grounded in reality.
だけど私はペンを取ります。
Yeah.
たとえ誰かに笑われたって、たとえ無様に失敗したって、本当の自分から逃げて回るのはもう嫌だから。
That's right.
誰かが好きでいてくれる自分をちょっぴり好きになれたから。っていうかモナミさん、
Arue pointing finger at a girl with such energy it almost made a sound effect.
ハードコアすぎですよ、モナミさんの考え方。
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
一回の挫折でモラルまでぶっ壊れてたら、トゲトゲ肩パッドつけてバイクで村を襲わなきゃいけなくなりますよ、私たち中卒なんて。
Yeah.
逆に考えればよかったんですよ。モナミさんはシールに画力補正もないのに、あんなに上手な漫画を描けるじゃないですか。それなのにクリミナルワールドに足を踏み入れるなんて、中設定の漫画に影響を受けてるとしか思えないですよ。
Yeah. Arue's comments hit a chord with Monami.
大人ってどうしてそうなんだろう。心ちゃんといい、ネガティブ思考にはまると、とことん自分をヒールに演出しようとしますよね。大人ってほんと子供みたい。
Yeah.
もっと単純に考えましょうよ。
True.
他人はもちろん自分を傷つけるのなんて全然楽しくないですよ。すいません、生意気なこと言って。ぶっちゃけ言いますけど、私最近までぼっちオブぼっちの孤独っ子でしたので、人を思いやるメシア系セリフとか全然無理です。そもそも起きてることがシリアスすぎて、中卒脳は今にも火を吹きそうですし、だから冷たいかもしれませんけど、モナミさんは自分で自分にけじめをつけなきゃいけないと思います。
True.
分かってます。
But the problem was more complicated than that. It wasn't just about Monami. Shitty Goro was involved too. If she didn't do anything about him, her crimes would eventually be revealed. Giving herself up before that happened might have been her only chance at taking the initiative. But Monami doubted that all ordinary girl like her could muster courage needed to do something like that.
モナミさん、私シールをなくしていっぱい後悔しました。どうしてあの時もっと頑張れなかったんだろう。周りと同調するなり、意地を貫くなり、あるいは自爆するなりできなかったんだろうって。けど今はこれっぽっちも後悔してません。私は私を受け入れて生きていきたいんです。
Correct.
こっぱずかしいマリス川アルエこそが私という漫画の主人公なんだから。知ってますか、モナミさん。中卒って楽しいことに目がないんですよ。
Arue exchanged looks with Anara and received an unusually straightforward smile.
笑いたい人は笑ったっていいんです。私は私を楽しむだけだから。言いたいことはこれで全部。あとはたっぷり自分に酔いしれて、一番楽しいことを怖がらずにやるだけです。
Adios. Alright, the transition here, so... Where are we ending up? Still in here, okay.
ただいま、小色さん。
Right. You will be returning back to Koiro in the next episode, and so will we.
I need to get some sleep.
Hey, the Savior was amazing. I wonder if that was Koiro's coach. If so, then nice. And also, that would mean the best girl has arrived. The coach. Ah, what a legend. I mean, even if not the coach, but, you know, just a person who bought the manga, still. What a hero. And Monami, well, I don't know, man. She's the kind of character I don't really like. I don't really side with a lot. Blaming the entire world and so on. Actually, not blaming the entire world. Blaming herself for everything. Saying she just wants others to read and then getting into cheating to do that. Kinda pathetic, rude. Also, I might not be knowing what I'm saying right now. I'm that tired, so yeah. Alright, let's end it. The continuation, I think, tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, and the fact that I have to record at night. Will she? Will she? Will she? Under normal circumstances, definitely will be done. Under other circumstances, maybe not. We'll see. I have some other stuff I can post as well. Well, Chuusotsu would be nice to continue. Day by day. With that being said, let me end it. And I'll see you in the next one. Merry Christmas. Bye.